Hello, in this episode of ToThePointCode, we'll be starting with our PHP CRUD attendance list application. We will create the front end by setting up our form and input fields and also displaying of the list. In the previous episode, we saw how to set up PHP and also MySQL database, and we made use of XAMPP for this. So in that episode, we got our Apache server running and also MySQL server running. We have to make sure that these two servers are running in order to continue with our application. Now to start with our project, I will share a folder with you. This folder is called PHP Attendance CRUD. The folder contains an index.php file, a styles directory, and also a config directory. We will build on this file and directories for our project. I will put the link to this folder in the description below. Now once we have the folder, let's head to our XAMPP directory in the htdocs folder and copy this folder there. So we copy the PHP attendance CRUD into the htdocs folder. Once we've done that, let's open this folder in the code editor. In this case, I'll use Atom. Now in the index.php file, we see that you have the basic HTML tags here. Remember, the index.php file is really important, as that is what the server will be using to run our application. So we need to have a file named index.php. Now in the styles folder, I have an index.css file which contains a few style rules. We'll be using this to style our work. Since this tutorial is not about CSS, I don't want us to talk much about the CSS part. Now in the config directory, we have a db.php file. We'll be using this to connect our work to the MySQL database, but we will do that in the future episodes. So for now, our focus will be on the index.php file. Now before we continue, let's open this in our web browser. So in the browser, we head to our local host once again. In the local host, we click on PHP attendance CRUD, and we have nothing here, which is absolutely fine. Now let's start writing some code. To start with, let's change the title of our document. Let's call this attendance list. Also, let's link our index.css file. So we provide a link to the CSS file and give it a relation of style sheet. Now just by doing that, the output in the browser should change, so let's check out. So we see that our background is reflecting. This is because of the style sheet we just linked. Now let's create our form. Our form will have an action of index.php because we want all the data to be sent to this particular file. Also, we give it a method of post. Now let's add a header. In this header, we will put attendance entry. We will give this tag a class of heading. Now we want this to be a link, so let's wrap it in an anchor tag. This will just point back to the index.php file. Now let's create some inputs. First of all, we'll give the input a class of text input. We'll give it a name, which is very important in PHP. We'll call it index number. We'll give it an ID of index number as well. Also, we'll give it a placeholder. Now let's copy and paste this twice. For our project, we'll just be taking 3 inputs to make it simple, but you can go ahead to modify it to suit your needs. You can make it as many inputs as you want. Now for the second input, we'll change the name to full name. We'll change the ID as well. Now with the placeholder, we change it to enter your full name. Now we'll change the last one to email. Now let's create another input for our button. We'll give it a class of submit btn. We will also give it a type of submit. We'll give it a name of submit attendance. Now for the value, we'll give it submit. Now I forgot to add the types to the other input fields, so let's do that. Now let's see the output of our code. So we refresh the page and we see that we have a pretty looking form here. Now let's go ahead to create our list. This list will be showing the data from our database when we add some data to it. So right after the form, let's create a div. We'll give this div a class of list. Now inside the div, we add a header. Once again, we make use of the h2 tag. This will have attendance list. Now we'll give this h2 a class of heading. Now under the h2 tag, we make use of the ul tag to create an unordered list. Inside the ul, we'll have an li tag. Inside this li, we have two sections. Now we'll give the first section a class of list content. Now the second section will be given a class of list buttons. Now let's add a few paragraphs to our list content. Now the first paragraph will have a class of name. For now, we just put full name here and also the index. We want the full name and the index number to be on the same line. Now the second paragraph will have a class of email. And this will contain just the email. Remember, we are giving all these classes because they are styled differently in the CSS file. You can always go to the styles directory, the index.css file, to check them out. Now the last paragraph will contain time, and it will have a class of time. Now we don't have an input field for the time because we automatically generate the time when a user attendance is recorded. So in the time paragraph, we'll put reported at and followed by the time. For now, we'll just put 12 o'clock here as a placeholder. Once again, let's save and look at the output in a browser. Now we see that we have the attendance list on the right side. We are not done yet, so let's keep going. Right below the name and the email address, we'll have update and delete buttons here, so let's go ahead to create them. We'll do that in the section with the class of list buttons. So our buttons will be anchor tags, so let's create them. For the time being, we will leave the href attribute pointing to hash. We'll give it a class of list button and also update. Inside the tag, we'll just put update. Now we'll copy this and paste it. Now for the class, we'll change the update to delete, and we'll change the content to delete as well. Now once again, let's look at the output. So we save and move to the browser, and we see that we have update and delete here. So basically, that's it for this episode. We've been able to create the attendance form and also the attendance list. In the next episode, we'll be looking at how to create our database and also link it to the front end that we have here. We'll make use of the db.php file in the config directory. So that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.